sure this sector thrives, because when it thrives, South Africa wins, and that's where we are. So we're saying to all the investors, make sure you do invest in the activity level. We also need you for bigger projects that are really, really impactful. Premier was telling me that she's really in need for a mining technical school. So those are the things that we'll be throwing around yourself, because the more we teach our people the activities of mining, then this province will definitely thrive. Ndolubonga Amanda.
Thank you very much, Deputy Minister, and you really are making commitments here. Oh. Good Lord, okay, that could be risky. Could somebody please just help here, because... No, not with your hands, man. That's broken glass. I'm just saying, please isolate that area so that somebody doesn't step on them. And shards of broken glass are not very funny when they're in your heel. Okay, Deputy Minister, let me just say this. No country has ever become rich by exporting commodities. No country anywhere in the world has ever become rich by exporting commodities. So I really hope that when we talk about promoting beneficiation, we mean to do it yesterday. I grew up in the 80s, 70s and 80s, and one of the most important labels was Coxmore of England, Pringle of Scotland, you know, the knitwear from the UK. And people never asked why that was the case. But the British royal family, way back in the 15th century, literally banned the export of raw wool and made legislation that every male who's not of royalty over the age of, I think, age of 5 or 6, should wear something on their head, and it must be knitwear, woven in the United Kingdom. Now, every time African countries talk about intervening in the economy, we get told that government's place is not in the economy. No, Samsung, I use a Samsung. The government of South Korea didn't accidentally create the Kias and the Samsungs and the Hyundais. They made it almost impossible, if not anything from outside. Donald Trump, when he became president the first time, Huawei, a Chinese company, was number 2 or overtaking, or had just overtaken Apple. He made it so difficult for anybody in the world to buy a Huawei phone that by the time he left office, Huawei was back at number 5, leaving Apple to rise again. And so politicians do intervene to make their economy successful. And I know that we have respect for the WTO and the multilateral agreements. But those multilateral agreements must be in the context of where South Africa is. They cannot be indifferent. They can't be colorblind and tone deaf and just, oh, we've got to not upset the WTO. But at what price? At what cost? Anyway, see, I'm getting worked up. Is this light? Is this light? I'm telling you, now I know for sure. The thing is, I grew up at Rampatele, and before electricity was there, the only place with electricity was Atok mine. We knew it as Atok Platinum mine. We didn't know that the cars we were seeing were using autocatalytic converters with minerals from across the river from us. We are still importing cars effectively, even though they are made in Roslyn, because 60% of the cost of that car is not built in South Africa and is made of minerals mined in Africa. Come on now. This talk about beneficiation had better become action. Let's move on to the first panel. Yuho, are you ready? But before that, there's a video that we need to play. Our very good sound people know exactly what video is. Once the video is done, we will have a presentation by Spelele Butelezi, who will be part of, I wouldn't say part of the panel, but as the panelists are ascending the stage, could I ask her to come and take the podium so that when the video ends, I don't have to come here and waffle again. She can deliver a very short message about maximizing Limpopo's unique global advantage, subtext unleashing the potential of mining exploration in Limpopo. She's from the Council for Geoscience. She's a geoscientist and executive manager. So we're going to welcome, and then we welcome Yuho and the panel. I will only come back after the panel. But panel, you know the drill. If you see me standing there, please move before I have to stand on stage or start tapping on your shoulder. Shank. May we have the video, please, to usher her?
With natural resources. Mineral resources range from precious metals, ferrous and non-ferrous minerals, as well as industrial minerals. South Africa remains the leading producer of minerals such as platinum group metals, chrome, manganese, and many others. The country is committed to strengthen the energy resources and infrastructure for the growth and development of the country's economy with its diversified energy mix that includes all forms of energy technologies such as cleaner coal, nuclear, gas, hydro, renewables and battery storage. Both sectors played a key role in the country's economic development, which has transformed South Africa into the most industrialized country in Africa. Solar energy from the sun is a vast and inexhaustible resource poised to play a prominent role in our energy future, while we continue to acknowledge our rich source of other energy sources, including fossil fuels. These natural resources are regulated and governed by the Department of Mineral Resources and Energy. The Department of Mineral Resources and Energy was established on 29 May 2019 through the merger of the Department of Energy and the Department of Mineral Resources. The intention was to create a better equipped and capacitated new department that will respond to the strategic objectives derived from the National Development Plan and the medium-term strategic framework. The energy and mining sectors are a beacon in South Africa's transformation through economic growth and sustainable development, and the dawn of the new Department of Mineral Resources and Energy is envisioned to bring this expectation to fruition. Together with our state-owned entities, we continue to ensure the optimal utilization and safe exploitation of mineral and energy resources through the regulation of the petroleum, mining and minerals industries, the formulation, maintenance and implementation of integrated minerals and energy policies to promote and encourage investment into these sectors, ensure the health and safety of employees in the mines, manage, coordinate and monitor programs and projects focused on access to minerals and energy resources, as well as manage the nuclear energy industry. The primary mandates of the DMRE, mineral and petroleum regulation, as well as electrification programs are decentralized through the existence of 9 regional offices across the country. The DMRE has set out to place South Africa's mineral and energy sectors at the center of the national strategy to bring the necessary improvements in the quality of life for our people. This overarching goal informs everything the department does, from the programs that we implement to the innovations and technological advancements we propel, as we create smarter, modern, more sustainable ways to deliver on our promise to empower the lives of South Africans. We are leading advancements in mining and energy, making these essential industries more sustainable, able to take advantage of technological shifts and responsive to changing environmental dynamics. A future where the minerals and energy sectors are at the heart of economic growth and development, social equity and environmental sustainability is within our reach. The department's mandate is derived from Section 24 of the Constitution of South Africa 1996, Act Number 108 of 1996, and the Department's legislative and policy mandate from the Minerals and Mining Policy for South Africa White Paper 1998, the Mineral and Petroleum Development Act 2002, Act number 28 of 2002, the Mine Health and Safety Act 1996, Act 29 of 1996. The two acts provide the regulatory framework for the promotion, regulation, and health and safety of workers in the mining, minerals, and petroleum industry. Energy is the catalyst for economic growth. We believe South Africa's energy sector is geared for growth. We have a strong natural resource base and a variety of viable energy options. We have made considerable advancements in technology, exploration, and development of energy sources, and the country has sophisticated and well-developed transport and energy infrastructure in place. Government has published the Integrated Resource Plan IRP 2019, which is a blueprint for the next decade and sets out our commitment to a sustainable future energy provision. Central to the IRP is the path we have set for the future energy mix in South Africa. The Independent Power Producer Program has been designed to go beyond the sole procurement of energy to also contribute to broader national developmental objectives such as job creation and the broadening of socio-economic upliftment. Under the Independent Power Producers Program, tenders are structured as rolling bid windows that only allow for sustained market interest but also increase competitive pressure among bidders to participate and offer a continued reduction in pricing. Access to electricity is the golden thread that connects economic growth, increases job creation, and alleviates poverty among our communities. National infrastructure development is not possible without electricity. The Safari 1 research reactor at Pelindau maintains an impeccable safety and environmental record and has ensured that South Africa remains a leader in the production of medical radioisotope that we supply to the world market. The reactor is also utilized in neutron activation analysis, neutron beamline research, neutron transmutation doping, and various academic programs. We are heeding global calls for change, and South Africa is a signatory to the Paris Agreement on Climate Change and has ratified the agreement. The country is motivated and guided by the UN sustainability goals, and the country's emissions are expected to peak, then plateau and decline from the year 2025. Concerted action is being implemented to reduce our emissions, and we continue to make significant investments in renewable energy, energy efficiency, and public transport. The Department of Mineral Resources and Energy is focused on delivering greater diversification in our energy and mining sectors. While we have relied heavily on single minerals and energy sources in the past, our focus for the future is to build sectors enabled to deliver affordable and sustainable energy to all. This requires a deepened focus on systems, technologies, and skills. The Fourth Industrial Revolution 4IR presents an opportunity for us to lead with technological innovation and create jobs through reskilling our workforce in the sector. We are investing in research and development and believe sustainability will be achieved through innovation. The Department of Mineral Resources and Energy is aware that technological disruption will touch every aspect of our lives, and we are building responsive, novel delivery and supply systems. We are preparing for the jobs of the future, and we are exploring ways to take advantage of the benefits of artificial intelligence as we set out to ensure that South Africa continues to exploit its vast and indigenous minerals responsibly and sustainably. We have placed sustainability at the heart of our efforts to transform mining. The sector has proved resilient in the face of unrelenting change and continues to provide us a unique opportunity to develop inclusive and sustainable industries. The sector has provided the impetus for the development of an extensive and efficient physical infrastructure and has contributed greatly to the establishment of the country's secondary industries. We continue to encourage exploration through our state-owned entities, among which is the Council of Geoscience, which undertakes geological mapping and maintains national databases of the country's geospecific data and information. Small-scale mining is a priority, and the Department of Mineral Resources and Energy has put a framework in place to promote the transformation of small-scale mining activities into commercially viable projects by providing technical and social regulatory support for community-based projects and developed an artisanal and small-scale mining policy. The health and safety of our mine workers remains a priority, and we have set out to protect the lives of our workers. The department recognizes that mining is more than just about the minerals, but rather that equally important are the mine workers responsible for turning the investments by mining companies into wealth. Thus, the department continues to implement initiatives aimed at protecting the health and safety of mine workers and ensure that all mine workers return home from work unharmed every day. The Department of Mineral Resources and Energy contributed to the country's drive to deliver inclusive and sustainable growth as we set out to ensure transformation, growth, and development from the country's mineral wealth and abundant energy sources. We are on a path to improve the lives of all South Africans. The DMRE continues to contribute to the development of a transformed, diversified, and sustainable minerals and energy sectors, contributing to economic growth by the enablement of energy security and affordability and environmentally sustainable mining industries. South Africa is a competitive, investment-friendly destination that is open for business. This was brought to you by the South African Department of Mineral Resources and Energy. For more information, go to dmre.gov.za. South Africa is
Good morning. I'm just waiting for the Council for Geoscience presentation to be loaded. It would be titled Maximizing Limpopo's Mineral Potential. I unfortunately, unlike the program director, do not have any sermon prepared just in case there's a gap in the program, nor do I know how to sing.